See this? Now it's slightly coated, but not as bad as before. Welcome back to my page. It's your girl Liz, aka Pretty Progress 23. I thought I'd sit down and chat with you about my anxiety, my acne flare-ups, my acupuncture experience, and all things related still to acne. So if you guys are here and you want a little bit of like the ins and outs of my life lately, get a cup of hot tea and come join me for today's chat. So let's get right into it. You know, anxiety has always been very, very foreign to me. Like, I have experienced moments of loneliness or sadness and they come and go. Everybody feels emotions, everybody goes through that, and it's completely normal.
Oh, don't cry, are you?
But because I kept staying in that environment where my stresses were present, I was putting myself in this vicious cycle of feeling tense all the time, of being stressed all the time. And so this chronic stress set me up to be on this fight or flight mode constantly. My body couldn't kind of decipher what was the norm anymore.
Everybody stay calm. We're all gonna die.
A better explanation, this is what my acupuncturist said. After you've experienced some sort of conflict or tension or stress factor in your life, your cortisol levels as well as your adrenaline should drop. Your heart rate as well as your blood pressure should go back to baseline, and all of your other systems should go back to normal activity. However, if you're constantly in this toxic environment where you're like, oh my god, your body is going to feel like you're constantly under attack, and so you're going to turn on your flight or fight mode, and it's like a vicious cycle that seems really hard to get out of. So the things that never really used to trigger you, like the small things, now trigger you. So it's a bit insane because I know that I'm personally emotional and I'm quite a sensitive person. I feel like everything is heightened and it's more intense for me. And because of my anxiety and my tendency to be so like heated, so sensitive, so emotional, I damaged my relationship with other people because I didn't go back to my coping mechanisms. I didn't run anymore, I didn't jog anymore, I didn't do the things that made me feel alive anymore. I know that running, dancing, and all those things make me feel happy, but I just didn't have the mental energy to do so. So I reverted back to my old habits. I started doing takeouts. I started watching Netflix shows up until 1 a.m. I would do mindless scrolling. And I read a study recently where TikTok and Instagram is like a drug. It is made specifically to make you addicted to the app. The easy scrolling, the swiping. Like, once you finished a video, you feel a sense of accomplishment because you finished something. And the more videos you go through, it's these bursts of serotonin, these bursts of happy chemicals. And so when you're away from your phone, you don't have those like high intensity bursts of serotonin, and you feel bored, you feel like depressed, sad, until you go back to your phone. And so it's like that vicious cycle again. And I tell myself, Liz, have a better relationship with your social media. Yes, it's part of your job, but don't do mindless scrolling. Be more intentional. I was like, okay, Liz, do something different today. I was searching up wellness centers, and it turns out there was one actually around the corner of my apartment, and I couldn't believe it. I didn't even know about it. So that wellness center actually provided acupuncture sessions. And you guys know I am a strong believer in traditional Chinese medicine. It's literally what helped me heal, cleared up the inflammation on my skin, in my body. So I actually have the tablets right here. So Zilch Acne is 100% Chinese herbal medicine. It's completely natural. It has 17 potent herbs that increase blood circulation, it clears out toxins, it pretty much repairs your skin, and that's why people get amazing results when it comes to their acne. So just a bit of background about Dr. Vivian Tam. She's a highly respected leader and educator in the Australian cosmetic acupuncture industry. People learn from her, she holds seminars, and funnily enough, the acupuncture around the corner, Keiran Ko, shout out to you, studied under Dr. Vivian Tam, and he learned her techniques for facial needling. So I was really lucky to find him. I told him that I was experiencing anxiety, you know, I had a flare up in my acne, and he was asking me, what do you think the stresses in your life are? I told him about, you know, what was going on with work, what was going on in my relationship, and he was reminding me that the cortisol levels in my body is pretty much causing that inflammation, and it's worsening everything. So your stress could impact your gut, your brain chemicals, everything in between. Your body works as a system, and it all made sense. And I kind of already knew this, but he had to remind me. So yeah, so he put fine needles pretty much all over my body, my head, my forehead, my hands, my chest, my legs and feet. And how does it really work? I mean, a lot of people feel skeptical, but basically they're fine needles that go into different points of your body, and it's believed to stimulate the central nervous system. These points releases your body's natural chemicals, you know, the painkiller chemicals, the feel-good chemicals, to your muscles, your spinal cord and your brain. As a result, we have these biochemical changes in the body, and it stimulates your body's natural healing. And so people come into acupuncture for, you know, body ache, chest pain, shoulder ache, but acupuncture could also relieve stress for IBS, for fertility issues, for headaches, as well as helping people quit smoking. Like, it's insane. Traditional Chinese medicine has been frowned upon by a lot of people, but when Western medication fails you, you want to look for other alternatives. I would always recommend people to look at the holistic picture, because acupuncture is not just acupuncture on its own. When you go into the session, your acupuncturist will tell you, you have to look at other parts of your life, your diet, the stresses in your life. They look at everything, and that's what's really important to me, because how can you heal one part of your body but also upset another part of your body? And so that's why I get so angry when, you know, doctors overprescribe antibiotics and Roaccutane and birth control pills. That's going to be a whole nother topic. I'll make videos on that. And I know it's tiring, but your health is a form of an investment. So back to the session, I was lying in the bed and I was like, wow, all these needles are going in you, and it doesn't hurt whatsoever. I just felt instantly relaxed. There was soothing music, there was no like outside noise. I could feel the tension being released from my body, and I know it was only the first session, but it helped me so much. It gave me clarity, it allowed me to think again without white noise. And he also put like this heating like thing on my stomach, but I later found out it was actually something called a moxibustion. I think I pronounced that right. It's a form of heat therapy to promote better digestion. It boosts your immune system and really just like eases the tension that's kind of like knotted up in your stomach. I don't know much about that. I'll ask him more questions regarding that, but he also checked my tongue. So at the beginning of the session, he was like, show me your tongue, and I was like, okay. And he pretty much told me that my tongue was redder than usual. It's saying that your body and your liver is actually really hot. There is an imbalance. The yin and yang is just out of whack. And so that's why he did the acupuncture, to release those toxins, to help the qi flow throughout my body and to release that heat that's trapped. And again, your tongue tells you so much about your health. 4 years ago, when I was struggling with IBS, it was severe IBS, I had irregular bowel movements, my breath was smelly, my tongue was coated. And so when you look at your tongue, see this? This is my tongue now. It's slightly coated, but not as bad as before. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Why is it like that? Well, I actually had candida overgrowth. My gut was damaged. Everything was out of whack. I had food sensitivities, and pretty much I had to do a gut reset. So if you check out my video, I'll show you all the tips on how to kind of rebalance that. I fixed my diet. I made sure I was sleeping better. I loaded on probiotics. I made sure that I was having anti-inflammatory foods and getting rid of those heated foods and drinks that cause further inflammation. And what do you know? My tongue got better. My breath is no longer as horrible. So that's a good thing. But definitely, yeah, your tongue is a strong indicator of whether you're healthy or not. That's only one indicator, and it's the same that goes with your skin. Skin is a visual sign of what's happening on the inside. If you have psoriasis or eczema or acne, all of that is showing that your body is asking for help. Now, after my acupuncture experience, I got home and I felt so much better. I felt like my chest was more open. I was able to see things more rationally. And I know it's an uphill battle, and who knows if I might revert back to my vicious cycle, but I'm staying strong this time, and I know that I can't think about the negatives I have to go back to law of attraction. I have to write in my journal again, which I have. I've been doing like at night, just before I sleep, I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for, and it reminds me I had a great day. I had things that I should be thankful for. Because let me tell you this, you go about your day, time flies really quickly, and you forget to slow down and appreciate what you have. So as I practice this more, I feel better. And when I wake up, I'm like, I was grateful for those things last night.
Can I really be happy?
Oh, I want to be happy.
But what about me?
Do you really think I can be happy?
Of course. It's inside you. It's inside of all of us.
It's just, as you practice gratitude more and more, you feel happy in the present. And I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for taking the time just to sit down and listen to what I have to say. I hope this inspires you to slow down, to feel grounded again. Sometimes we feel anxious and sad and we revert back to our old ways, but try to take yourself out of that dark place. Go back to what works, or try new things and find what motivates you, what drives you. And just a friendly reminder that you are so much more than your negative thoughts. You are so much more than your skin, and trust me, believe in the process, believe in the journey. It's never linear and it can be so hard and you can feel so alone, but you really do have this. Just keep on trying, because you don't fail if you keep on trying. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'm sending you all my love and light. Big kisses. Mwah. Bye guys.